Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Focus Atlanta. I am your host, Keisha Lanslin. Thanks so much for tuning in with us this morning. In our first segment, we're going to talk a little bit about protecting our teen drivers. I'm here with Douglas Horn. Hi,
Good
Douglas.
morning, Keisha.
Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Just so good to be here, talking about an important subject.
Very important subject. Parents are often frightened every time their children get on the road. And unfortunately, it's a real fear. Can we talk a little bit about how to better protect our teens on the road?
Right. I think that really, in my experience, parents really hold the keys when it comes to teen driver protection. And I think, of course, the best way, I think the most important thing that parents recognize is that our kids are watching us, right? In almost everything we do, but especially how we approach driving. And therefore, it's so important for parents to, as I say, drive by example, exhibit that highest degree of care while driving. And that's what I've been dedicated to in my advocacy.
It's so important because, to your point, I don't think that we realize how often our children are watching and what they're mimicking, and how we can play a role in simple ways to keep them safe. Are there any tips that you give to parents?
Right. Parents ask me this all the time. Well, how do we exhibit the highest degree of care while driving? That's a good question, right? And so what the approach that we set forward is that parents should always drive alert, eyes on the road, buckled, of course, cautious, watching their speed, keeping control of their car, following the rules of the road, and almost most importantly, defensive. So that's alert, buckled, cautious, defensive. That's easy to remember for parents. A, B, C, and D.
Oh, that is easy. Thank you so much for breaking it down in that way. Because again, I think that so often we take these things kind of for granted, right? We're hoping that our kids are doing the right thing on the road, but we're just not sure. But if we can model the best example possible, we feel a little safer.
That's so important. And from there, what we really want to achieve is we want to instill these safe driving habits and behaviors in our children. So that's what my book, my parents' guide, has been dedicated to, is just how do we instill that safe driving habits and behaviors.
To that point, is there a place that we can get the pamphlet? Is there a place where parents can go and get more information about, tips to do this the right way?
Right. I wrote a teen driver protection guide several years ago. It's available as a free download at hornlaw.com. So your audience can get a hold of this book today, and it's free. And so I would encourage that. But what the book is based upon is this idea of what we want to instill, that our children exercise the highest degree of care while driving. Again, we rely upon that message: alert, buckled, cautious, and defensive. And when we as parents are consistent with that message, right? And it also helps that it's clear, concise, and memorable. That's the way we develop good habits in our children, habits that hopefully will last a lifetime.
Douglas, thank you so much for making time for us here in Atlanta. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you and your community.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. He's breaking it down for us fairly simply. A, B, C, D. Please take the opportunity to go to the website and download this information if you are a parent. It's so important that we not only model good driving behavior, but teach it to our kids, right? Have the conversation, have the tough conversation when needed. Take the opportunity to visit the website and learn more. And stay tuned to more Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back.